Hey guys, this is Jen from ScanNCut Canvas and SCAL Help on Facebook. Had a member request this video, and I actually cannot believe it is one that I don't have up because I used to do these all the time. And before I did my own designing, I used to have to look for these books to purchase. Okay, this is the shaped letter books. Okay, you know, we're going to do one. And this was actually in her posted question that I couldn't post because it wasn't watermarked. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring out the shape of the first tab of the book. Okay, and if you want, you can just come up and do the duplicate. So we'll do baby, so B A B Y. Okay, all right, so let's snug this one back, and we're going to leave that kind of hang out for just a little bit. Make it this long. I'm actually going to come up here and start changing the colors so that I can see what I am actually doing. Okay, let's just make this a green one. Okay, object, arrange, send to the back. Okay, so I'm going to tuck this in there. I'm going to make it stick out just a smidge. Yeah, that's good enough. Let's change this color. And remember, color does not matter unless I am printing these. And I'm not printing them. So they can be as wildly colored as I want. Yeah, arrange, send to the back. Okay. Now remember, I'm going to be adding letters, so I'm going to be kind of messing with the sizes and things like that. We'll make that one all purple. I know, where's my usual pink, huh? Oh my god. No, arrange. Send to the back. Me and my wandering little finger. Okay, so that looks pretty dang good to me for right now. Okay, so now I'm going to go find a font. And I already kind of have one in mind. My little elephant font. I tend to like him. I'm going to come up here. And yes, I'm using ScanNCut 4 right now because most people have 4. So let's bring up this one. Yay, maybe not, because that's so thin. But I know that I can make it thicker. So let's type my B. Oops, well, caps lock. B. Separate it, A. B. And I'm just tapping my keyboard. Okay, so now they're all separate. We're going to bring them all down here, though. See how my blue lines come up? So it tells me that they're all lined up together. Okay, so then I know they're equal and even. I'm going to drop this down so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to change the color. Now my pink color will come in. So I can see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm going to bring this up here. Come on. Come on over. I'm going to bring it down. And I'm going to bring it out. Okay. And I'm going to make it as thick as I want. Well, it looks like they're not quite even. This B can go up. Ooh, not quite that high. And it can come down. Okay. This A. Oh, come on. And it can come down a little. Okay. Same thing with this B. It'll go up and come down a little. So right now I'm just getting the vertical heights. That Y is okay height at the top. At the bottom it needs to come down. Okay, so there we go. Now let's mess with this B. And I'm just using my arrow keys on my keyboard, okay? Anytime I get to a place where I am trying to snug things up or move things around, I use the arrows on my keyboard, or I come up here and I use the little nudge keys, okay? That is all I use. Okay, so that looks to be about okay there. So maybe I want to come in right now, okay? Because maybe I don't like how thin this line on this A is and all this other good stuff, okay? So if I don't like that, how do I fix that? I'm going to come over here right now to this wrench. Okay, mind you, we're going to have to go back in and we're going to have to adjust the heights, okay? But at least now I know that the heights are all even, okay? And it's going to fit on, I know that that's okay. So I'm going to do shadow straight because the ends of these letters are straight. They are not rounded. So shadow straight. Yeah, that's kind of getting closer. Well, it helps. Oh, the numbers lock is off. There we go. Much better. I'm happy with that. Okay, so now let's bring this back over here. Okay, I'm going to creep it back a little bit. Now all I need to do is bump that back up there. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to come down here to my layers, and I'm just going to turn off the other layers because I don't want them to be affected when I come over here. I grab that, and I'm going to come up here to Path and Union. And I like to use Path Union, 1, because it protects my file, and 2, because when I get to the ScanNCut, if I have it welded, it's not going to fall apart. Okay. So let's turn it into a nice minty color. Okay, so there's my B. I'm going to put the lock on that so I cannot touch it. I'm going to wake up the green. Okay, I need to creep. Actually, I'm going to shut that eye off for a minute so I can make sure my A is okay. How far in do I want that to go? Maybe about there. Let's see if I go all the way. Oh no, I'm losing the inside of that A. Oh, but if I make this out of chipboard, oh, you see what I'm saying? I really don't. If I make it out of chipboard, that should be okay. It should be sturdy enough. Path and a union. Okay, I'm going to lock that. And I'm also going to turn that off. Okay, I'm going to wake up the blue. I'm going to take this little guy all the way over. Okay, that looks good. Do a path union here. Come on. Okay, so now I'm going to lock him, turn him off for a minute. Now I'm going to wake up the purple. I'm going to take the Y all the way over here. Ooh, how bad do I want to go? Oh, that right there. Okay. Now, why am I going down there? Path and a union. Okay, so now I'm going to unlock everything and wake it back up. Okay, so now this one, object, arrange, send to the back. Okay, so where is this is the top one. Actually, I need to grab this one because I'm going to send it to the top. Bring it to front. And now I'm going to grab the absolute front and bring that to the front. Okay, so now let's see how distorted our sizes are. So I need to bring this one out a little bit. Okay, and I can bring this one out just a little bit more, and our book is done. And we can actually bring this one out a little bit. Okay, so there's all the pages of our book made and ready to be cut. Okay, so I'll put page 1 right here. Usually put the longer one beside it. Nope, this would have to go on to another page probably. Put that there. Okay, yep. So I would come up here. I would create my second page. Okay. Come back here. Grab these two. Come over to here. Send a layer to page 2. Okay, now if you're working in SureCuts a Lot 5, what you would have done is you would have copied them and pasted them. Okay, so now I'm going to grab this, bring this right here, and you will send that to your machine however you normally do it. Either export it to your stick, send it wirelessly, or via your cord. Okay, so that is how you go about doing that in SureCuts a Lot. Okay, now we are going to transfer over to Canvas. Okay, so here we are in Canvas. Let's go grab a shape. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Shoot. Oh, so that only grabbed me 2? Really? Okay, so now I'm just going to duplicate it. And remember, I don't use the keyboard shortcuts because not everybody has keyboard shortcuts. And if they do, sometimes they are not all the same. I did end up finding a keyboard shortcut for duplicate. And when I do that, they duplicate themselves right on the mat, directly on top of each other. Okay. All right, so this one will be the longer one. This one will be slightly longer, and this one will be the middle longer. Okay. Now we have to go grab our font text. And I'm just going to grab one from one of the fonts in here. Let's see. Okay, so this seems to be about the thickest. Okay, and you must enter these. So we'll do a B. Okay. Right. And I'm just going to size them. Okay, I'm not a big fan of that. When you pull it down, it drags it away from the top. Don't much care for that. That should stay there when I move it. Okay, so there. I'm going to duplicate the B. I'm going to bring it down here. Okay, now let's A. Da, da, da. Yeah, that looks about right. Let me bump it out just a tiny little bit. Oh, just a smidge. Okay, now let's grab the Y. Okay, oops, click off. There we go. Still don't like how that box sits way away from the size of the letter, the actual true size of the letter. Not a fan of that. Because we're stuck. It's going to have to be close enough there. Okay. Alright. So let's go in, edit, weld. And I'm going to do all of these separately because I don't want them welded together, like on top there. Make sure that they're all looking okay too. I'll stay out of that way. Yep, that looks okay. And the last one. Edit, weld. Okay, so here's our baby book. And then you can go in and resize them. So you can go in, pull this one way out. But that is how you go about putting it together. So you put your BA. Of course, resize this one. Get that sticking way out. Okay, or shorten it up however you want to achieve the resize. Instead of, you know, dragging this way out, you can make it all nice and short. Okay. Whichever you choose. Alright. Still needs to be a bit longer. Alright. So there you go. That's it, how it's done in Canvas. Okay. Alright. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, you can find me over at ScanNCut Canvas and SCAL Help on Facebook. Thanks a lot, guys.